Welcome into Hawk Talk. Alongside Chris Morales, I'm Gabe Sussick. So Chris, there's a first time for everything, and it's for the Harbor Hawks today. A 3-game losing streak now after falling in the doubleheader to Chatham both times, and today against the Wareham Gatemen. And Chris, it's beginning to look like the Wareham Gatemen have their number against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. At this point, they have full confidence, and when they come play this team, they know that they're going to be able to score runs. Third game in a row where they scored 5 or more runs on this team.
Yeah, the final score of today's game was 8-1. The Wareham Gatemen took out the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Now with the loss, Hyannis, like you mentioned, 3 straight losses. They fall to 8-6, and they lose a game in the West Division. Now, instead of leading by, could have been 3.5 games, now they only lead by 1.5 games over these very same Wareham Gatemen. But really, it's been an unfortunate situation for Hyannis. Mike King got the start today, only got into the 4th inning, and had to be taken out of the game after allowing multiple runs. And the relief pitchers weren't that much better, as Chris McGrath out of Duke came in, just a freshman after finishing his first year at Duke, allowed a number of different runs then. Nolan Blackwood, we saw him for the first time today since the season opener at Falmouth. He also allowed a run back in the top of the 9th inning, so all around, not a good day for Hyannis. They left 8 base runners on board today. Going back into the second game against Wareham, combine those two, 18 base runners left stranded on base at the end of innings against Wareham in 2 games. That's not a recipe for success any way you split it.
The Harbor Hawks did have 9 hits on the day. Unfortunately, those hits were very displaced throughout the game. We're never able to completely get runners on base and in time to score runs. They only scored 1 run in this game on the other end for Wareham, scoring 15 runs. And Chris, the Wareham team, it looked like that was the kind of offense that the Hyannis Harbor Hawks usually have in their games. They just didn't have it today once again against the Gatemen. Although Farrell Robinson did go 2 for 3 and reach base 4 times, he's our Hawk Talk player of the game. He caught up with Sammy O'Brien after the game.
All right, thanks, Gabe. I'm here with today's player of the game, Harbor Hawk Errol Robinson. Errol, you got on base 4 times today. Potentially could have been a 5th, but you got on 4. Bailey Clark, though, got the win on the mound. You guys have lost to Wareham 3 times now and 3 straight losses. What was Bailey doing? Obviously, you didn't have a problem with him, but what was he doing that you saw problems with?
He was, hats off to him. He kept us off balance all game. That's going to be an all-star this year, definitely, and he's, done a great job. Obviously, I guess he's faced us about 3 times this year and kept us off balance and really kept us off base. And it's hard to win when he allows a few hits and we get a few base runners on. But at the end of the day, the way he competed today was just tremendous.
Yeah, and I never got to talk to you about that no-hitter that Devin Smeltzer threw. You had some huge defensive plays, like in the game today. Huge defensive plays backing up Devin. What did he tell you when he came off of the field?
A lot of love, a few kisses here and there and a big hug, but no, more just excited for him and the youngster. I mean, he's going to be a sophomore going into his sophomore year, and it's nothing better for him. Obviously to come in the Cape League as a young guy and throw a no-hitter against all this great talent here.
Your parents from Maryland got to see that, also got to see a couple of losses since then, but how are they enjoying the Cape League so far?
Oh, they're having a great time. Having a great time and really looking forward to getting a few wins while they're here.
And then just lastly, since I've talked to you last, I know a little bit about you being at Ole Miss, getting to see some baseball games, but also getting to meet an idol of yours, Katy Perry.
Yeah.
What's the story with that over that college game day when you guys upset Bama?
Wow, that was awesome. Katy Perry is a big fan of mine, and I know she was really excited to see me. She gave me a little kiss on my cheek and asked for a picture, and it was a really exciting time for me.
Awesome. Well, congrats on getting on base 4 times today. Tough loss, but you guys got Katuitt tomorrow, so congrats. Back to you, Gabe.
Thanks, Sammy. So now, Chris, the Harbor Hawks fall to 8-6 on the season. Still have first place in their division, although teams are creeping up on them. But they have a big game tomorrow. Game 3 of the Barnstable Patriots Cup, already leading 2-0 against the Katuitt Kettleers.
Yeah, Katuitt fell today. That's their 5th straight loss, 10th overall loss on the season. They're at the very bottom of the West Division. And for Katuitt, they're going to come in here. Mike Roberts' squad is going to come in and try and muster up a victory, especially against their rival Hyannis Harbor Hawks. And for Hyannis, on a 3-game losing streak of their own, a 3-game losing streak, a 5-game losing streak, something's got to give. One of these 2 teams is going to take Game 3 of the Barnstable Patriot Cup. For the Harbor Hawks fans, they're going to hope it's them, take a commanding 3-0 lead, and hope to clinch it out later on in the season.
The Harbor Hawks have been able to find their offense against the Kettleers in both games that they played so far. They look for that tomorrow against Katuitt, a rescheduled game set for 6 o'clock tomorrow. We hope to see you all there. But Chris, it will do it for us here at McKeon Park. The Harbor Hawks lose 8-1 over the Wareham Gatemen, their third straight loss to the Gatemen this year. And a game tomorrow against Katua. We'll see you then. From Chris Morales, I'm Gabe Sustick. Good night.